watching AYV Television.
Fambulem Audo, and so I go welcome you to this special program, NCD Hour. It come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy through this station where you tune to. Inside today's program, we look at what we don't title NCD Town Hall Meetings and Election Preparedness. And for help me talk on the issues there, I get inside the studio the commissioner in the Western region, in name na Commissioner Benjamin McFoy. Commissioner for tell Fambule Audo.
Fambule Leonardo.
That's now Commissioner McFoy. Inside this program today we talk about the town hall meetings that we NCD hold and how prepared we did for the elections which will take place inside March 7, 2018. I also get with me inside the studio for we push this talk go before the research and monitoring manager at the National Commission for Democracy, named now Mr. Idris Dingabisi. Mr. Dingabisi, I will tell Fambule Audo.
Fambule Audo.
Me when they bring the program come to you in a Reverend Jibril Akagbo, and yourself can be part of this program. Of course, if not for text line, you can send your text to 077581457. You can also send your WhatsApp message to that same number there. But if you want for call with the phone line open, now 025-271-959. That number has to go able to help you make yourself be part of the program. Just take your time for listening to the things that we would say and make you comment in relation to that. Like I tell you just now, this now NCD Hour, it come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy through this station where you tune to. They push the program go before, and I want to start with Commissioner McFoy. We come now also for talk about the NCD town hall meetings them. We don't take place all across the country and even within your own region. But first of all, we provide Fambulem with a background to the project. Usai we do this town hall meetings them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. Of course, if people then they follow we activities closely as a commission, we wanna go follow up say we commission na a decentralized commission wherein we don't engage na the 4 regional towns. And me happen for be the commissioner for the Western region. And today, if we dare for talk about town hall meetings where we just execute, I go there in place for tell viewers then say, as a commission, we are not doing badly in terms of education. The reason why I say we're not doing badly because we call mandate as a commission now for make sure say we get an enlightened society, now for make sure say we commission for able for educate people about their civic rights and responsibilities. So if we embark on a project like this, we be sponsored by UNDP, we put the money them together for let we reach on the different regions. We all the meetings here na the 2, of course, me own region where we divided into 2. We get the urban and the rural. We all meetings in the rural setting, wherein we start now Waterloo, Kambultong. That meeting day for a starting point on the town hall meetings. Personally, I was so impressed with the turnout. Even though UNDP may able to tag the project for the number of audience who we need, with including the aid men and the other people them where they na other institutions within that community day. The turnout me so great that people like somebody where they sell na market, put up appearance and able for flag an issue of say we no educate better. Okay. Where we show the videos because when we go, we show after a brief introduction of what we go for. We get for view out videos, we get for do it hate speech, acceptance of results, political tolerance, electioneering fraud or malpractices, and also the right to campaign.
Very
all of the
important
message
messages.
there may come out.
Okay.
Now there with town hall meetings. And some of the response we get me really positive and timely. Of course, listeners and viewers will agree with me, say, this 2018 election really crucial. Why I say so? In the preliminaries, we don't see so much don't they happen. And for we as a commission, we frowned at the engineer and we say, na wait and for let they undermine with democracy. Of course, listeners, Mr. Moderator, you also agree with we say, we don't come out so far with democracy. And if we dare this moment for let we come to listeners and viewers for let them know say 2018 election no to war. Now that make we take with time for develop all of them videos here. If you ask me for let I give a brief background on the project where we embark on. Now this I know say you get for ask we just know follow we and elaborate on the topics themselves.
Plenty thank you to Commissioner Benjamin McFoy, even as you don't give you a good start to the issues them. As we look at the NCD town hall meetings and we'll just all in different parts of the country, including in region, we're in the serve as commissioner in the Western region. And of course, they don't say so many things them about who they even put on underway for providing necessary support for making for reach out to the public. And they even talk about the various teams them and even the strategy we employ for put them into videos so that people will be able to understand as they see the pictures and not say this is not the message when they communicate under 5 different categories. But make I bring in the research and monitoring manager. We at the time where people even go out for execute this particular program, we did as part of this UNDP project, this money in day for the collect reports from all of the regions. And so in gets so many things for tell you because in gets a feel of what may happen, whether at the north, the western region, the south, the east, the northwest, it mean gets a clear feel based on certain questions that we may ask people already on the ground, waiting for try for answer as some kind of checklist. Now I want for Tom to use I could look at this project and the particular activity we call the town hall meetings. Let's more talk about how in the inside the rest of the other activities and within the project where UNDP support. Now whose project this, and more we'll also talk about the people and where this particular activity in the project being targeted in the town hall meetings.
Well, thank you, Mr. Moderator. In the first place, the conflict prevention and mitigation project during the 2018 electoral cycle, also the broad project name, where this town hall meeting have been some of the elements with the inside. First of all, let for me fumble the way they over on television land. Let them understand say the objective of this television, because usually where election they come, we can divide it. We all the say now. And election self by the very nature, it is divide we. Because you the party green, me the party red, then the party yellow, and all tell not can see yourself as one.
Party green are they?
Well, something we'll get her in the future. So, because of this, the National Commission for Democracy, we on work now for bring the country together, let people see themselves. Say, however, we all belong to different political parties. We all now still Sierra Leoneans. And all this now for let we make the country in future. So this project being gets them town hall meetings here, for let we bring people together in certain communities so that at the end of the day, people will sit down, then talk, they look and understand. Because the message that we be did at the town hall meetings here have been very important messages with regards to the elections, especially on several themes. For instance, for say, what they do this election, not which way we make, we talk thing which we want, we make bad word between we and bad feeling. When I hate speech. 2, we go say, whatever the election don't come out, once we all agree say the election go fine, then we accept them. And we go for tolerate each other. The elements that have been there inside the meetings where the NCD get a very nice way for presenting. Where we make the meetings them and be a very, very effective way for communicate the elements here for let people see. And through the kind of medium where NCD use, people can see themselves inside and people can begin relate the story at the end inside the same meeting.
Okay. Plenty thank you to Mr. Idris Dingabisi for that fine talk they even as it help for puts everything in perspective, because in that the man way they always kind of view everything for from the M&E lens, so that we will understand how impactful all of them things here so be. And it's try for situate them within the project where UNDP support, where is saying that the conflict prevention and mitigation during the 2018 electoral cycle in Sierra Leone. Fumble, I remind you, say you there on NCD Hour, your civic education program, where they for promote democratic good governance in Sierra Leone. And they come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy through this station where you tune to. They push the program go before, even as we talk about the town hall meetings them, where NCD don't hold in relation to election preparedness. Make a bring in Commissioner McFoy again. Commissioner, you don't really define talk the way Mr. Idris Gingabisi don't present. Now, when we look at the town hall meetings, especially from your own region, what are some of the remarkable things that will come out of it, where you feel, say, well, NCD really able for achieving objective by using this means for reach out to the people then?
Thank you again, Mr. Moderator. Of course, just like how the M&E managers say, it's a very effective way for where we reach people na the different localities. Of course, just like I'm the site example of Kambulton, where we start, we own the western region. One mommy where they sell, they say he's so happy for the National Commission for Democracy come na the fakai with them. They honestly,
wow.
Now this,
yes,
for Freetown. Now the first thing they for go Kambulton.
Okay.
Now one small community inside the western region where I go see people, they were so united and they always day together. So where this woman grab and say the education program and sensitization program will bring down to them through videos. Then learn a lot.
Okay.
The woman say, in a man in house, he say, I go educate me illiterate man.
My goodness.
For let him know, say, where election come, you man in a house, even if I dey party A, you dey party B, that don't mean say we forfeit. And in my presentation, because I do a small presentation before we video the videos to them.
Okay.
It say, because it seems safe into the thing. It say, this one I will go tell them, say, do ya, not because the election term we for be divided as a family. We for stay united, and for now we look at the word bigger picture. I use the word bigger picture. So I so impressed where it come out with the word bigger picture and the word itself, bigger picture, na Mama Salone. And at the end of my own presentation, I try for we cite the pledge by making an other vow. I mean, just reminding you, say, you owe Mama Salone a lot. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend her honor and good name. So there, what then they
Commissioner, make a hold you small on this, sir. When people can recite their pleasure, people can really mean what then they say, they understand what's in the inside there, because it's so significant for civic life in this country.
Well, because of the most of them where they cite and understand, and since we get the mantle of education, for where we able to interpret some of the national symbols here to them. Now that make in my own town hall meetings, I make sure say are always in me tail point of my presentation, and they make sure say they cite that pledge and are able for interpreter to them in a way where they understand.
Well, Commissioner, there with we even as we push the program go before. Fumble again the fine talk from Commissioner McFoy concerning the impression we get about the town hall meetings we hold in your region. and mention in particular waiting happen at Campbelltown. That mommy will say they go use the opportunity for making self go and educate in Osborn, and I know say go do the same to other neighbors. Now the same kind of thing we don't come at this program, so we expect you there on this program for take the same message and can go to other people there. You day on NCD Hour, you civic education program, where they for promote democratic good governance in Salone. It come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy through this station where you tune to, where they talk about the NCD town hall meetings and election preparedness. They go back to Mr. Idris Ngabisi, the research and monitoring manager and the National Commission for Democracy. People that we don't listen to some of the things they will don't say, and even the messages they will take out through these town hall meetings. Some people go they ask, what's really NCD want for achieve through this? Now something they may not see will make them decide for design their message and the way so and present them to the people there. What you go say to Fambulem?
Yes, well in the first place I want to say NCD is a communication institution.
Okay.
And election not only the first thing this we did do. And understanding of the elections don't mean say usually elections they're divisive. We mean say it can divide we. What's the County Commission and talk just now? This election is crucial. We make them even more important. And for we in Sierra Leone, the election also is a milestone because this time we put more than ever before for fund elections. Therefore, the stakes then, the things that we at stake, they're high. And anytime where the stakes then they high, honestly, the players themselves, they get very, very, very aggressive. Forget those stakes.
When you say the stakes are high, of course you don't use the word aggression. What they go mean to the ordinary person? Where it go use for interpret the things that already they see they happen?
Well, already, the kind of system election we they use, this system where we they use, so they been say, the president, now winner takes all system. For me, family loading on televisions, let them understand, say, the way we go win this president, I for say, now he don't win not only the president, but he go win also all the members that will go inside the cabinet, and I go make appointments for so many institutions them of governance in the presidency. Therefore, all of them parties there, they look up to that seat as one of the biggest prize. So the stakes them very, very high.
Very high. Well, the old Mr. Idris Ngabisi here so and say, for my family, join me for say happy birthday to my brother, Mr. Idris Ngabisi. Interestingly, I try for look at messages and I say I see now we WhatsApp group saying I'm birthday today.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, Fambulem, you day on NCD Hour. And this they come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy. Not forget, say yourself can be part of this program. The line for send you text message or WhatsApp message to 077-581457, or you can call when we open the line. The line for call na 025-271-959. Will they push the program go before? Will they talk about NCD town hall meetings and election preparedness? Commissioner, make I come back to you. This time, one for look at the messages them individually. What's in the message also for mean to the people of Salone? We will not take them go to the town hall meetings, but we want to take them one after the other. Probably we can identify them all again and say, okay, we'll explain two. I will give me brother back the opportunity for making self take one or two of them. Make we look into the details. What's even inside the message here, so and how important them be for the election where they come just to win on March 7, 2018.
Okay, the message them where we take go down to the people them at the different communities. We look at its speech. We look at acceptance of result. Of course, we all know say after the election, all man can the stakeholders and will begin the first say disagree say I don't use the word fet. Disagree say we know they accept this one. We know the grip on this. That pull and push definitely get for there. Then we get political tolerance. We make we there for there. We engage the minds of Sierra Leoneans. Say, even though I belong to different political parties, don't mean say we for embrace ourselves. But this morning, we I go largest and throw small light on this political tolerance.
Okay.
I go this morning for I talk to the LUC na Lumley Police Station for this road show we will embark on today. say we want for can do a campaign on non-violence, this political tolerance thing. Now, the LUC say, it gets small problem with the political tolerance thing. He said, now we are the problem.
Okay.
He said,
What's he mean when he say that we are the problem?
Yes, now he said, if we dey preach about political tolerance, we for allow where other political parties they come out and treat for rally, we for allow the other political parties for come and support the day of the other, the political party where they rally. But I try for enlighten them, say, conflict now the pursuit of incompatible goals.
All right.
Yeah, with the struggle for one thing. Just like how my manager say, he say this election crucial.
Very crucial.
Because the stakes them high. Everybody they high that seat, the presidency. And when you hide that seat, you know the prerequisite will come behind them. So everybody they strive for like win the election. So me disagree with you say for allow the political parties for rally together. Of course it will be chaotic because then they pursue for one goal and they want for always take your party or whatever representation you represent for be victorious at the end of the day. Yeah, so we get that education day and he say yes, I agree with you. So in political tolerance, even though yes, we get we different ideology, we get we regional background, we get we different things then, that don't mean say because we belong from a different background, we not for be together. But for be together, because we dey look at the bigger picture when I'm a salon. Then we'll also talk about election.
No, Commissioner, before you go to the other one, this political tolerance thing, looking at the reality on the ground, with all of this work ways you don't do, so you feel say NC don't really hit the target?
Yes, to a very large extent, yes.
But we still see skirmishes all over the place, people in the fight.
Conflict inevitable.
Okay.
A bound for happen, and more especially who they talk about.
But what's really responsible for this kind of conflict where people don't talk?
They look at one goal.
Okay.
Now if you go back to history, we say 2006 election or 2007 election to now, we don't really make a lot of strides into democracy.
Okay.
Any electionary process. The manner at which we may behave that election day to now, we don't change. So we don't make a lot of strides. 2012 election, of course, that they own a goal for National Commission for Democracy because we really champion public education. We really champion a lot of educational.
But you don't think say room still for improvement?
Yes.
Even as how people still continue for behave the way they behave?
Room there for improvement, and that room they were there for improvement, the responsibility levied on all of us as a nation.
Okay.
You get responsibility for keep the peace.
I think I like that thing there. Probably I want to make you elaborate on further. That the sort of you talk about collective responsibility of the entire nation. We're all responsible for the outcome. If peace for day, not to one person business. We don't go just because most of the time when they look at the law enforcement agencies and say that them for keep the peace. But we yourself as ordinary or civilian, we say get we role for play. What do you go say about that, sir?
We get responsibility as a citizen for keep the peace.
Okay.
And also for law abiding as a citizen. States can't do everything. You as a citizen, you get for help for maintain the peace. Because with peace, you get development. With peace, now the prerequisite for all what they do so. If we not get peace, we not forget to talk about election. So the peace what we get, we as citizens, we get a right for let we put we hands together collectively for let we not scatter that peace day. Honestly, we don't want for let we go back. We don't want to relapse of the 11 years.
But Commissioner, there are some people who do things like we go at two locations the way something happened later on. Kamalona one, even Mine 91. These are places we went to. We went to go to all the messages who preach political tolerance, but people still fed.
We need to do more. Education na continuous process.
Definitely, I agree with you.
Mandela say education, they change the mindset of people. I mean, yes, with democracy, political thinkers, they still refer to and say it's still young, but we don't make a lot of strides.
Commissioner, before I lose this thing, education is so important. And here we come to do civic education. But Kriyaman put parable say soup sweet na money kill 'em. What about the resource angle? You think say enough day for make we do the kind thing we're supposed to do, given the circumstance where they experience in the country?
Well, this now a call to government, since we are state institutions created by an arm of government, and they talk to government for let government make we tick as a commission.
Well, I like that expression. So government for make we tick.
We tick more. Okay. We are subvented institution. If we not get with subvention on time, for let we engage the minds of Sierra Leoneans on civic education, we not go able to make the mark or for makers.
And we need for make the mark.
And we need for make the mark. And I'm so happy now we get what they call performance tracking table. Like when you report card down the way at the end of the day, then get for mark you and say your institution do very well. And we don't see state institutions really they try very hard for we tick as institutions. But government really need for do more for we function, because we are state institutions.
Definitely, we need more resources for for push this work where we do so. I want to say thank you to Commissioner McFoy, and he's still there with me at the program, even as they push the program go before. You there on NC the hour, you civic education program where they for promote democratic good governance in Salone. They come to you, cut to the National Commission for Democracy through this station where you tune to. Make a bring in research and monitoring manager, Mr. Edis Ngabisi. Commissioner McFoy don't take one of the messages they will move out with, and don't try to explain them. And of course, we see the challenges that we're there, but we know say so much progress don't be made. Who's one penny message that we go on for? He'll touch on small, make fumble self, where they on this program self benefit from the kind thing we don't take to the people and through the town hall meetings.
Well, me will use another thematic message we very relevant, probably for even this purpose. We now be in the electoral offenses. Because during that short clip the way NCDB show, we now be one of the ways the methodology we use. We been see somebody where he go print ID cards them for like say he go vote 2 term. When that be one offense. Also the person talking the clip say me I go take money for me vote when another. And during the discussion, then get somebody where take the card in their hand and tell and say we hope for the elections then get better. But what me say for tell me people them within a radio land. And for tell them say the election are a very serious game. And the country, they in a transition. And this transition, we for try as citizens, for be law abiding, so that we will manage the country in political dispensation. This is a big word. But what in this word mean? It means say, if we all me get one vote, we all now get one vote. Una say for the Ubanda, all man get one vote. If we all vote 1-1-1-10, nobody no vote 2-10, it means say the decision will make go right. And we all go agree say this is a fair game. But if me no say me get one vote, but somebody na my opponent, he get more than one vote, or he vote more than once, honestly, even Pekin and Disabi when they are unfairly treated, and they can feel aggrieved. And one thing like how we talk about the conflict for prevent them, and for try for reduce, what thing will make people then feel grievous about the whole process.
We for make every effort not for create the opportunity.
Yes. So this hatred, this electoral offenses, what they talk about, nothing way, you know, fine for the election, because the election itself, nothing way we can use for we decide the country in fate. And we expect, say, as law-abiding citizens, like our commissioner talk, we all go there, we follow the procedures, we follow the rules. And if we are law-abiding, the police they not go get a dick. We self not go get a dick. And the country administration not go get a dick. But if we not law-abiding, where would they rally? We go give police problem. After we rally, we go give police problem. On election, we go give police problem. And even at times, when we the gladi, we not go keep gladi to ourselves. Because mind you, the thing we find by the elections, for express your political opinion, nothing not the way wrong about them. In fact, it's not a right. The only side that they bad, people when they go out for campaign or for selling candidates, whether they say equally good. But the thing where they bad, you go there as in public, then they use abusive language, invective, at times even mamikos. We done this enough fine for the country dispensation. Because at the end of the day, these are all offenses.
Yeah, Mr. Dingabi, see, some people go where they on this program, we say we talk about offenses, but some people don't say sanctions then they, in other words, punishment for the offenses. Yeah, so we make some man can go ahead and just do things anyhow. What you go tell Fambulen about that? For
well, one for say sanctions then waiting a sanction means say anything do you on this video we show so say if you go you do anything whether against the law stipulates for say something that you pay fine, something that you go pay offense, and if the law feels say you pass mark, they go make you pay offense, then you go back to jail. In all of the offenses here we talk so. So me I want for use this opportunity again for talk to me people for say this election enough for divide we want for the state as a country it exists. What in this mean? It means say we want for them picking and go school, let you they sell in the market you go sell. You they work in the office, you go work in the office. You something a small business you do, or you a tradesman, you go do your trade. So that at the end of the day, we go get a president will get a system. At the same time, the state will exist. We not for say now when they get election, we dismantle the state. Then we all turn refugee, or we all turn displaced people in the country. We know one done.
Before I move back to Commissioner McFord, you mentioned one of the offenses, that voting twice, where the clip show. But another thing we are seeing at that clip are the tearing of posters. And we don't see much of it in reality. What you go say about that in terms of how campaign they go?
Well, this one is a disappointment because honestly, I want to be frank to you and to all the family over for say, them poster did not vote, but it show internally how they feel about others taking with space. Sometimes they are just feelings the way they know not of feelings they get any place in a democracy, because at the end of the day, you put your picture, myself puts my picture, you don't get anything where you go do to others than vote. If really we all tolerant, we for left the people then for decide, but before we over the under, then they check them poster and it tend for it affects. And the thing we bad is like we see ripple effect. When they do in one region, we see another region safe, they reply in like terms. Because if they find out, say, them picture done this for 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, then just all of a sudden they begin for bring them down. Where then they really no fine for a democracy. One thing when the commissioner talk about one touch small on, he say with elections they don't get progressively better. And when we say we the better, we the improve, we the grow, we the develop. Now for that we get better. If we go back to like 2002, you go to 2007, you go to 2012, you go find out say we don't go progressively better, even if at the level of violence. We family can agree. Say the kind of intolerance we in the 2007 in only 2012. And the kind of intolerance in 2012, we not go expect for now see now these elections. So we appeal to we family. Say do ya, let we left them thing for the chairperson imposter, then thing they cost money. And at times it show like I say, una say for no one accept people them in the space. This country now we all get up. And we all forgive space to each other so that we all go coexist. The National Commission for Democracy will preach for let we get country get cohesion. And then small tier can create divide. We go affect the country in national cohesion.
Well, sure, Fambul, I hope say you don't get that message there, clear one. We want to see a country where united, not the way divided and will not for allow politics for come about with such division. You day on NCD Hour, and this is a program where they come to you courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy, of course with support from the United Nations Development Program. Commissioner, make I come back to you. We don't talk about two important messages. Probably you want to take a third one, even as we expect people to make use of the line when at 025-271-959. Yes, over to you, Commissioner McFall.
Thank you again, moderator. Of course, we look at acceptance of result. We know we can't sit down now. We don't talk about all the other thematic areas where we video. We don't talk about the main one, we now the acceptance of result. All of this whole process.
I think we'll get a caller on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't miss this.
All of this electioneering process, at the end of the day, we get to forget an outcome. And that outcome day, for the past elections, we don't see what they call petition of result, where the party stalwart them, or the party members, or the candidates them, they petition the outcome of the election result.
Okay.
A vital for we talk about Amnaya. And as a commission, just like how we rightly don't set the platform whenever we go on the media, say we commission now for make sure say we get an enlightened society. Yes, indeed. The outcome of the result is very crucial as well. Do ya as a nation? We want for we stay together as a nation. We not allow election results for divide. We see what's happen in the videos where we view out. We see the two political parties, everybody they say, I will win the election. This one say, I will win the election. But where the results begin come out, the one way me the brag say, I will win this election hands down, lost the election.
Okay.
And the other party there, me they jubilate. Waiting happen at the end of the day, now the video, we get somebody we give a run out say, do ya family them? Let election result not divide we. So I learned so much from that.
Commissioner, one side way probably I want to make a comment on. The moral loss, he make a comment, it's not only the loss we lost the money anymore. It's not the kind of money we don't spend.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a little difficult because for most of it, now that same excuse people they say, now the money make them become embittered, so they don't for faith and not accept the result. What you go say about that?
Making say election na a sensitive game, and where you vying for any position, where now they go through the ballot, it's expensive, it's not cheap. Because if you emerge victor, the prerequisite where they can be heavy. You get so much where you get for celebrate with. So if you spend money for waiting you want, you not end up forgetting, no means say you for obstruct the state security. No means say you for obstruct the peace what we get.
Okay.
Because the peace now the most and the bigger picture to all waiting we they do so today. So do ya the acceptance of results very vital at the end.
Well, we not get enough time again. Tomorrow we'll continue with the rest of the other messages that we'll send out. But quick one, the last word. On you, in all of this Wednesday don't do, what's our expectation? With the town hall meetings here, so the message we don't send out, what's our expectation? What do you want to see at the end of the day?
Well, we expect say family mobile the one day they get a message here, they say we talk to you Pekin, because we all know we safe in this country. It's a lot of foreseen a country we will not know we safe. We know we self.
Okay, I think we'll get a caller. Oh, we don't miss this caller back.
We know we self, and we want for we dey talk to we self because we all they belong to either a group or a family, or we belong to some kind of entity where if we engage we self no more, we all decide say we go be one. We go able to talk. Each one will talk to one. We will reach to each other.
Definitely. Well, I want to say thank you to Mr. Dingabisi and even me Commissioner McFoy for this wonderful time for educate the people of this country, even on the activities of NCD, especially as it relates to the town hall meeting we don't hold. You've been there on NCD Hour, your civic education program with it for promote democratic good governance. They come to you always courtesy of the National Commission for Democracy, this time with support from UNDP. They bring the curtain down on this program. And like as I always say, Salona in one we get. As we approach the elections, we could make every effort for keep united. Until we meet again, me and Reverend Jibril Akagbodi say to you, God bless you.
You're watching AYV Television.